What's up, everybody? Here is our workout for Friday, single dumbbell, single kettlebell track. A reminder that the warm-up is posted in a separate link at the top of today's program. Let's dive into our strength. So you guys are going to be doing 30 seconds of work that will apply to 4 consecutive movements. Once the 4 30-foot intervals are done, you'll rest exactly 60 seconds and then start over again. We'll go through 4 cycles today. So your first movement is going to be a stagger stance, single arm, single leg deadlift, right? So here's what this looks like. I'm going to create a staggered stance where my back toe is pretty equal to my front heel, and then I want a little bit of width with my stance as well. So from the front, looks like this. From the side, kind of diagonal, looks like this. I'm going to have the weight in the hand that's opposite the foot that's in front. Now from here, I'm softly bending both knees, and my hips are going to travel horizontally. As I push the hips back, the weight travels down the inside of the shin. I go to where I feel a really deep stretch of the hamstring and glute of that front leg. I'm able to still keep my back flat and strong by squeezing my armpits down, engaging my lats. Then I'm going to stand. Tempo being 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. The big key factor here is I'm trying to give this front leg as much of my weight as possible. I don't want a whole lot of weight in the back. I want to try and give that front leg as much weight as I can to make it work while it's in front, all right? This back leg is just basically here for balance. Once I do 30 seconds on that side, I'm going to turn, switch arms, and now I'm doing 30 seconds on the opposite side. Once you finish the 30 seconds on the opposite side, now we're going to do 30 seconds of what I'll call a teapot. This is basically a single leg balance with a hinge style approach. So I'm going to produce basically the same position to start, that stagger style stance, softly bent front knee. Now the back leg is going to be lifted up. Okay? So this is the beginning of the teapot. This may be where some of you guys will be living, right here. I want you to go where you feel balanced. Now, I want you to continue downward. That back leg is going to continue to push back, shoulders forward, hips back. You may even be able to go down to mid-shin. I make sure I'm keeping my back flat, and I'm holding for 30 seconds, all right? You can add weight to this. If you're a beast with the movement, and you feel like you can add weight, you can have a dumbbell in hand on both sides, or a kettlebell, and I'm gonna be traveling right down the inner portion of the quad, holding that weight, trying to keep my balance as I talk here. All right, so I'll go 30 seconds on one side, and then directly into 30 seconds on the other side, all right? The key here is posture is the name of the game. Make sure you don't lose your posture as you reach toward that point of balance. And then make sure that your hips are traveling in the same way with the staggered deadlift, where I'm not squatting, but the shoulders are traveling forward and the hips are traveling back to create my teapot position, all right? Let's take a look at today's workout. All right, guys, today's workout, we have an interval-based piece. This is gonna be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, where we're gonna be cycling through 3 different movements. You'll end up working through 6 intervals of each. So you'll do 30 seconds of the push-up to tap, 30-second break. 30 seconds of alternating box pistols, 30-second break, and then 30 seconds of the sprawl to forward, backward jump, 30-second break, and then you're gonna go back up to the push-up taps. All right, so let's take a look at our 3 movements. So we're gonna be doing push-up taps. What you wanna do is have an object out in front of you, all right? It can be your dumbbell, it can be your kettlebell, it can be a household object, doesn't matter. But I'm gonna be doing my push-up and then tapping that dumbbell out in front. So I'm gonna come push-up 1, tap. Push-up 2, tap. Push-up 3, tap. What we can do is use the same scales we've been using for push-ups, or you can lower yourself down in a push-up position and then push up from the knees and tap. So that would look like this, where I'm lowering myself down, push up, tap. Lower myself down, push up, tap. We're welcome to go from the knees for all repetitions. Push up, tap out in front. You can also do this from an elevated surface, like a chair or your couch, a bench, something along those lines, where I'm gonna do my push-up and then tap out in front, right? If you can set that up to where it's convenient, you can tap the chair, tap something out in front of you, that works as well. You love 30 seconds of high quality movement there, where you can repeat the both range of motion and the quality for each set. Movement number 2, we have alternating box pistols, all right? So a box here can be referring to a chair, a couch, basically anything you can sit down on, all right? The depth here will vary, and the lower your object is, the more difficult this becomes, all right? So you wanna make sure that you're comfortable doing a single leg movement on the object that you choose. You can also use like a broomstick or something to help you out in front, right? Here's what this alternating box pistol looks like. So I'm gonna be lowering myself down. Right? My goal is the same as always with the squat, proper tracking of the knees, okay? Tight upright torso. I'm gonna lower myself down just using one leg. And then from here, I'm coming up with one leg. I'm gonna lower myself down with one leg and then back up. 2, lower myself down. 3. So note if I had a chair or if I had like a broomstick out in front of me, I could use that chair to help me as I go back with one leg and then up with one leg, all right? Now, what we can do here is if that pistol range of motion is very, very tough for you, we're gonna use a similar approach here by putting your feet completely together and doing chair or box squats from that position, all right? What we don't want is reps that are out of control, where you're just falling down with that one leg and then kind of throwing yourself back up. We want to hold on to the quality of our squat. So it's a super controlled, and not slow, but controlled lowering phase, and then ideally driving back up from there. Right, so make sure you're in control of your body with what you have. You can add towels or something to that chair or that bench or whatever you're using for some extra height if needed. Your last is sprawl to forward and backward jump. So this is a plyometric exercise. Remember, what we're focusing on is explosiveness rather than speed. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna sprawl and jump forward, and then we're gonna sprawl and jump backward. So it's gonna look like this. Sprawl, big jump forward, right? Soft, athletic, landing. I'm gonna sprawl again, and I'm gonna jump backwards, okay? I'm gonna continue that trend, jumping forward, sprawl, jump backwards, all right? So if sprawling to jumping forward and backward is not your thing, right, all we're gonna do is have you do a sprawl and then a light vertical jump, all right? Or just simply stand up. So you're gonna be here, sprawl and light jump, soft landing for your 30-second time frame, all right? Name of the game on those, be explosive, all right? Over going fast. Hope you guys have fun in your workout today. If you need help or have feedback, let us know. See ya.